Alright, stay here. Is quite a big video for people now. How do you lose weight? How do you diet? What do you do? You tried all these diets, you tried all these things, you tried Slim Fast, Weight Watchers, Slim and World, going to the gym, DVDs, the Atkins diet, the Cambridge diet, but you're still not happy and you're still looking for something else. Okay, now a big thing I've always talked about is habits, and a lot of people don't want to hear this because I think people look at weight loss as something to need some sort of cure for, and it's not the same as being sick, or there's nothing you can just do to just patch over it. It's a product of our day-to-day lives and the things we do. It's as simple as that. It's down to not being active enough for the food that we're taking in. We're eating too many high energy foods. We're not tracking things. We're not tracking what we're eating. We don't really know, but your habits determine what your body looks like. So if you're someone who's going out Friday and Saturday, drinking whatever, cocktails, you're eating out 2 or 3 times a week, and you're just in that routine of it's Friday night, it's takeaway night, it's pizza night, or, and all these things are fine in moderation, but you've got to think, where's the abundance? Where's the abundance of calories coming from in my lifestyle? And it could just be, waking up in the morning and just having a terrible breakfast, having a big bowl of cornflakes with loads of sugar, or just having toast and thinking that's okay, and then a sugary cup of tea, whatever it is. There's things in your lifestyle that are holding you back, and you need to address those things and work on them. And over time, we change those habits, the habits that have got us overweight in the first place. Alright, and it doesn't have to be done all at once. You can pinpoint areas that you can work on. How much water are you drinking? A lot of people don't drink any water. Everything's cups of teas, coffees and things like that. And the body's dehydrated. This can slow your metabolism. It's going to send off hunger signals. When you're drinking enough water, you're going to be filling your stomach as well. So you're going to actually feel a lot, fuller, quicker. So if you drink water before your meal, all this stuff works. Being hydrated makes you not want to eat as much. So, a lot of people are getting gastric bypasses and things like that, getting bands around the stomachs to shrinking the volume. But if you just drink more water, you're going to be filling your stomach anyway, and it's free, and it's something that's going to benefit you. Alright, so you want to be drinking more water, okay? Anyway, diets, there's methods and ways that we can manipulate calories if you want to go that route. But a lot of the times why people's diets fail is because they follow something that's so strict and so regimented, and this is what you're doing now. So you're stopping everything you're used to doing, and now you're doing this. So you've got that extreme going on in your mind. That doesn't connect well, because your body starts sending threat signals, because anything that's out of the norm, our brain detects, hang on a minute, and it'll send out signals. All right, it's like the flight or fight response. So that's going to be going off and triggering in your mind. You're going to be this is so stressful. A lot of people can't wait to finish a diet. But what happens when the diet's over? Some people lose weight, so they might follow. I'm training a woman, or I've trained a lady who'd done the Cambridge diet, lost a lot of weight, but put it all back on. I've trained people who've done Slim Fast and Juice Plus, who've lost weight and then put it all back on. I've had people follow all these diets, they've done all these things, they've done low carb, done no carb, they've lost some weight, they put it all back on, and then some a lot of the time. So a lot of people don't think long term, alright? So if you're thinking short term, you're only going to get so far before you hit that wall, and you won't know what to do anymore. It's you've lost the weight. It's a lot of people just think, I'll celebrate now and just start eating what I want, and just go right back into their old habits. And there's something that you need to realise. Old habits never truly go away, but we can make them almost go, but they can sneak back up to the surface. This is why I'm big on people not missing workouts. This is why I'm big on people showing some consistency with something, because as soon as you stop something that's new, you're trying to establish this new habit. We're trying to bring this one up, this good habit. We've got this bad habit up here, and we want to start bringing this down, so we want to start overcovering it. But as soon as we stop this thing, that'll start coming up again and going back to the surface. So we've already got these connections with things in our head, in our mind. So you've got to be consistent with it. So you've got to think, what can I do consistently? Drink more water. It's the easiest thing. And by default, then hopefully you feel less hungry, so you're not picking as much. All right. Also incorporate the fact that, you know, you can eat more protein with your meals, and you're naturally gonna take in less calories, which is gonna result in weight loss. All right. So you've got to look at it long term. You've got to. If you don't, you're going to get to that point where you finish the diet and then now what? Now what? Alright, there are some things out there, like my guide, for example. If you're going to follow that, stick to the habits, stick to just good eating. You know, healthy food doesn't need to be boring food, and I know a lot of people say it, and it's not about being perfect either. So you can still have a couple of glasses of wine, you can still enjoy yourself, but you've just got to reel in, enjoying yourself too much, and binging's one of the biggest things. So if you're a binge eater, if you're someone who's, you can't stop yourself at one, don't have that food around the house. Don't have it sitting in the cupboard where it's just there, tempting you constantly, because your willpower will drain eventually, and we've only got so much, and you will just end up thinking, oh fuck it, and you'll have one, and then you think, oh, I'll have another one. So, oh god, I failed, I might as well just finish the pack. That's not what you want, alright? You've got to be smart, and there are certain foods I can have in the house that I'm not super fussed about, but I might want one every now and again. Like we've got like a tub of ice cream in the freezer. I'm not a big ice cream eater, but now and again I might just fancy a couple of scoops, but stuff that I can't resist, like chocolate. If it's just there, like a slab of chocolate or something like that. Muffins, stuff like really like chocolatey stuff I'm mad for. So if that's in the cupboard and I'm going in the kitchen, I'm going to keep looking at that and I'm going to keep thinking about it. But if it's not there, you just forget about it. So say if you do fancy something, make sure you got to get up and go out and get it. Alright, and people say, oh, I've got kids, I've got this. Buy enough for them and be disciplined enough to say, look, this is just for them. Alright, and even your kids, get them eating less crap, make them smoothies and stuff as well. Just try and cut it out of your family life as well. That's going to benefit everyone as well, you know what I mean? Not just you. And you're teaching them good habits, because it's not good for anyone. We know kids love chocolate, we know they love sweets, but it's not just something that we need to give to them. But we've sort of become accustomed to that now. That's sort of in our culture. We just gotta, kids should eat shite, but what's it doing really to them? It's making them not want to eat as much good food. It's not going to help the health. It's not going to help the development. A lot of kids, have got like OCD, and they're just going, oh, not OCD, but you've got ADHD and things like that, because the brain's just constantly up and down, here, there, everywhere. They have these sugar highs, these massive lows. So, not telling you how to parent the kids, but this is just the way I see it. But yeah, just don't keep these things in the house. If you need to, if you want them, go out and get them, and just try and limit the amount that you buy in. Because I've seen people, I've been shopping behind people, and they've had kids, and I've seen like trolleys almost half full with absolute garbage, and obviously that's not what we're after. So think of it long term, make it a lifestyle. Don't think that you need to be totally perfect. It's all about getting calories down, alright, and doing something consistent enough that's going to get calories down, and just start thinking more of a healthy, I'm going to be healthier, and think of a health approach rather than just cutting calories and restriction and sins and points and all this nonsense, alright? If you follow health and think about being healthier, yeah, not perfect, then you're going to feel a lot better for it, and you're going to develop good habits that are going to enable you to keep your weight low, or keep your the weight off, and you're just going to feel better about yourself. Alright, so this is Steve. I'll speak soon. See you, bye.